find the taxi.
Lovely and comfy.
It's more like an executive limousine.
Yes.
I suppose you don't really drive around the streets of Seoul much, do you? Always on the subway or walking.
Bus occasionally.
Take the opportunity to see what's happening.
Do you notice much difference from sort of year to year? Or I think you don't so much when you're living somewhere, but are you aware of anything particular?
For me, it's like incremental change.
Yes, yeah, but sometimes you still have things that suddenly are there that you weren't aware were there beforehand.
When I went to the airport to pick Alex up the other week, I noticed it's become much more automated and lots of technology and touch screens to find out information, things like that. Just generally, it's become a lot easier to avoid people if you're just that way inclined.
Well,
you get everything delivered and contactless payments and everything throughout. So.
Which is good, but that can also be very insular as well, can't it? Which some people find difficult. Some people like contact with other human beings.
You need to read the article I gave to Alex to read about the future where humans are replaced by AI.
It's probably already happening. That's the tower.
Second Lotte Tower.
Oh gosh, yeah. Wow, have you been out?
I haven't, no. Children have.
Oh, have they? Okay. What's up there? Just a restaurant or something, or?
There's an observation deck with a glass floor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Look out, see the blue sky with nice clouds. Never rare to see this kind of sky, I think. Often it's either polluted or...
Oh, okay. I can't believe it's so clear. Yeah.
So, welcome to Korea. How long is it since you were last here?
Just over 4 years.
4 years. Did you miss coming back here?
Yeah, I needed clothes. I needed to go shopping.
It's like your, 20th trip, you think?
I would think so.
Getting on for that. Well into double figures anyway.
Oh yes, easily. Because when the children were small, we came 2 or 3 times a year for several years.
I guess this is probably the biggest gap between trips, right, in 4 years.
Well,
since we've been coming to see you.
Our biggest gap was from when we first came on holiday.
Yeah, well
That doesn't count. I'm just trying to think, because you came in 2000 and you came back to the UK 2002, and then probably between 2002 and 2007 would be the biggest gap.
Since 2007.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, have you noticed much that's changed in 4 years? Like from the moment you arrived at the airport and then wandering around these past few days, what?
Oh, well, it's obviously quieter. I think the airport was quieter, but not that it's manic there anyway. But it was, immigration
the
was a lot
was
quieter.
Really deserted compared with normally. I mean, to go through the foreigners section of passport control, there was absolutely no queue whatsoever. And it's, from landing to being out of the building was just over half an hour, I think.
So all your favourite places?
Yeah, we go there. Oh, no, we won't, it's gone. But what really impressed me was when we first went to use the subway, and not having used our subway tickets for 4 years, and we checked, we still had 15,000 won on them when they worked, and nothing had changed. Everything seems to work still anyway.
I think the other big difference I've noticed walking around is there aren't anywhere near as many foreigners in town as there used to be.
Oh yes,
But
it's almost akin to when we first started coming.
So if you think back to 4 years ago when you were last here, what's the kind of most striking memory you have of back then?
I think 4 years ago it always seemed to be very busy wherever you went outside at any time of the day. Nowadays, this week it hasn't been that busy, but that could be because of the weather's so warm and humid as well. So.
I think we've only been at this time of the year to see you once before. I guess, when we came before it was spring, so it was quite colourful with blossom. Obviously we don't have that now, although hibiscus are pretty.
One of the things I did notice yesterday walking around the shopping mall was that I've commented to Barbara that a lot of the young ladies seem to be very tall, i.e. my height now, rather than not necessarily from 4 years ago, but when we first arrived, considerably noticed that most people were
It's
a lot
because we're getting
smaller.
older and shrinking, I think that's probably what it is.
I'd say before it was noticeable that males were taller, but I did notice lots of young ladies yesterday were fairly tall.
Very beautiful, very.
Like when you were planning for this trip, what were you anticipating when you came here? Like what were you looking forward to?
I'm seeing you. Oh yes, and eat authentic Korean food. Because if you go to a Korean restaurant in the UK, it's tailored, I think, to Western taste, UK taste. So yes, be nice.
I've enjoyed all the Korean meals we've had out so far, and I look forward to having some more. A lot more shops closed down, but that's I imagine the same everywhere world over.
With the pandemic.
Certainly in England, a lot of shops haven't reopened or since the pandemic, and I'm guessing that's the same here.
No, but I would like to see. Did you have a garden bridge or something like that at one time? Is that still open? Did you ever go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And I know once when we went on a caravan trip somewhere up towards one in the north, we went to some gardens, and it was winter, so there wasn't a great deal there. And you said you should come back another time.
Saying about, have you noticed any changes in technology? For example, in the airport nowadays they have robot assistants that you can ask questions to.
I think the big thing technology-wise was we were able to download an electronic SIM to our phones
Oh yeah.
without having to physically change them.
Get your
I've never
needle
heard of that before.
That's very impressive. You can use your phone on the subway.
On the London Underground, it's very hit and miss whether your mobile
And
signal
certainly not between stations, or not that we've experienced. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, and the speed is obviously so much quicker.
The other thing I noticed on the Underground is now the electronic indicators on the train will now tell you where the nearest exit is as you get off. You know, for your coach, the stairs or lifts or escalators are to the right, or
Also tell you that on your subway app when you freeze getting off, you should get on the subway at this carriage.
Except I haven't managed to find that app yet.
Do they have aircon on the Underground in London?
No.
It's really hot, right?
Not. I don't know about the new line.
Elizabeth line, maybe, but
possibly. But
generally
the others,
speaking, the only air conditioning is the warm air coming through the windows.
And push through the tunnels by the train.
Yeah, the pressure.
How do you find the Underground here? The subway here?
Lovely. And it's for somebody who is more or less illiterate. Well, I am illiterate in Korean, aren't I? Sadly, to my shame. But it's easy to find your way around, and fortunately, being a native English speaker, things are in English as well as. I'm not quite sure how I would manage if I were French or German.
The other thing I've noticed on technology is my Twitter feed. I'm still getting all the promoted adverts from the UK, but I'm getting far more in Korean. I think every third post is a Korean advert.
Those you're here and it's targeting. That's not Korea, that's just big tech, right?
But as I don't understand a word of it, it's wasted. Not that I look at any of the adverts anyway.
It's still, it's ever moving, isn't it? Reinventing itself.
And if you go on the buses, you might see there's a lot of electric buses nowadays.
Oh, okay. We went on one bus, didn't we? From one of the green type buses. But I'll have to look out for that. I know those scooter things that go around are a nuisance. They're so quiet. Get mown down by them. But
What do you want to do while you're here? What are you most looking forward to doing?
I'd like to go to the coast.
I still haven't achieved my ambition to go on a long distance KTX.
That's why you wanted to go to Ulsan, is it?
Yes.
So you can go on the train. You can take KTX to the coast if there are tickets available.
I mean, we went to Suwon, didn't we? To be able to go, along.
It wasn't really fast and long.
I guess that's something I can note down. Try to go on the KTX and go somewhere.
Yeah.
Busan.
Busan? Seems lots of things to do in the short time you're here, so I better get on my phone and start booking.
Oh right, yes, okay.